you can come to Turtle to source that in the healthcare industry. You're going to get good engagements, and you can even use that technology to connect directly with patients in your plan. If you have bad engagement rates for state required data collection efforts, maybe 1 to 2% engagement, boost that up. Use Turtle Tech. Get that feedback from your patients. And if you're trying to train models in the healthcare industry, you're trying to create new products or apps, you're going to need rich contextual data, and it has to become permission from people. And one of the biggest unlocks Turtle has for the healthcare industry is that the healthcare data comes directly from the patient.
Yes.
They have every right to share it to you. And that's a massive, massive unlock. There's no more data scrubbing. There's no more only 3-digit zip codes, not 5, like none of that. So that all goes away.
Well, I think one of the biggest things that people don't understand, especially when it comes to this, that we've had conversations when we talk with healthcare, is there's 2 things that happen when you implement this. One, you develop physician trust in AI.
Oh, yeah.
Because the physician's seeing that they're getting consent from the patient.
Which is huge.
And then vice versa, you're getting patient consent. So what type of trust did you just build? And how valuable is that?
And you did it all with accessing data. That data was that unlock to create this bridge. And now it's going to become more normalized in that world. Physicians will want to adopt your technology.
Yeah, because that's the problem now. None of them want to even have a conversation about this.
No,
they don't trust it.
They
don't want to.
They're 20 miles away from it. A doctor has to go in and say, can I do this to you? Do you consent to this? They've lived in that world.
Right.
The data must match that for also how it's being sourced. And you can have those valuable unlocks if you're in the healthcare industry, trying to train your AI models. You're required to do it. Whatever it may be, Turtle can help you with finding a solution.
Yeah, and you're the, not only just your chief data officers, but, those in the medical industry. We've had these conversations over and over again. And when the unlock happens, it's funny in the Zoom call when we have this, and then they kind of connect to shit, the consent, that's the key. And then
we can do this.
Yeah. It's so funny when you watch that.
Because many of you, who listen to this have been in a world where this hasn't been possible.
Right.
And then we show up and say, hey, here's what's possible. And you're like, no. And then they're like, whoa. It goes from doubting Thomas to being like, absolutely, give me the torch. We're doing this all day long. So what do we have next? Financial services?
Yeah, financial services. And we've talked to some major financial institutions, and AI fraud detection is huge.